My child, tonight I speak to your heart in quiet mercy, and I invite you to listen not with your ears alone, but with the deepest part of your soul. I see you, like a small seed in a world that often feels dry and harsh, searching for a place where your roots can rest and drink and grow strong. I tell you this, the one who walks with me, the one who trusts my heart and seeks my ways, is like a tree planted beside living streams of water. That tree does not hurry, it does not compete, it does not compare itself with other trees in the field, it simply allows its roots to sink deeper and deeper into the soil that I have prepared, and because it is planted and not wandering, it receives what it needs in every season. There are days when the heat is strong and the air feels heavy, yet that tree does not wither, its leaves remain green, its fruit comes in the right time. Not too early, not too late. When others panic at the changing weather, the tree stays still, because its trust is not in the sky, but in the stream at its feet. So it is with the one who stays near me, my child. When you let your heart dwell close to my presence, when you allow my words to water your thoughts, whatever you do in me will carry a quiet blessing, a hidden strength that others may not understand but will see in due time. Do not envy those who choose another way, those who reject my wisdom and mock my name. They may look powerful for a moment, loud, confident, full of pride, but without me they are like bits of dry chaff in the wind, light, unstable, carried away by every storm. The plans of the wicked may seem clever in the eyes of the world, yet they have no lasting root in me. They rise, they boast, they shake their fists at heaven, and then a single wind of time passes over them and they are gone. Nations may conspire, rulers may join hands, crowds may gather and shout against my ways. They imagine that they can break every restraint, throw away every boundary I have given, and declare themselves free. Yet this freedom without me is not freedom at all, it is a slow road to ruin. From my throne in heaven I see every scheme, every alliance built on pride and rebellion. I am not threatened by their noise. I am not intimidated by their power. I sit above every throne, every government, every system, and I weigh every heart in perfect justice. I have set my king on the holy mountain, and my kingdom cannot be shaken. The voices of the world rise and fall, kingdoms are born and fall into dust, but my word remains, my purpose stands, my love continues from age to age. My child, in the middle of this restless world, I invite you into a different way. You do not need to live in fear of what people plan, of what leaders decide, of what tomorrow may bring. When you take refuge in me, you step under a covering that no enemy can pierce without passing through my will. There are moments when you feel surrounded by many troubles. People speak against you, some doubt you, some say that I will not help you. Your own thoughts may whisper that you are alone, forgotten, and unprotected. But I say to you, I am your shield, I am the one who surrounds you on every side. I am the glory that lifts your head when shame pulls it down. When you lie on your bed with a heart full of worry, when your mind keeps replaying every failure and every fear, I am near you, closer than your own breath. You call to me and I answer from my holy place, not always with the answer you expect, but always with the presence you need. there are nights when you finally surrender your burden to me and your body can rest. Child, each time you lie down and truly sleep, it is a quiet miracle of my hand sustaining you. You have faced many enemies, some outside, some inside your own thoughts. You have felt as if tens of thousands of fears and accusations stand around you. Yet I tell you, when I am with you, you do not need to be crushed by what surrounds you. Faith is not the absence of danger. Faith is the choice to look at me even when danger is near. Fear says that you are finished, that this is the end, but faith says that I still hold your story, that I am not done writing your days. When your heart cries for help, when your soul feels weak and your bones feel heavy with sorrow, remember this: my mercy is not far from you. I do not ignore the tired, the discouraged, or the confused. I draw near to those who call on me in their distress. Sometimes you wonder why pain lingers for so long, why the night feels extended, why the tears keep flowing. My child, I see every tear. You are not invisible to me. I know how your pillow has been soaked in secret weeping. I know the nights when you felt like you could not get up again. Yet even there, in that most hidden place, I am at work. I am not only the God of the sunshine, I am also the God who walks with you in the valley of your darkest thoughts. There are moments when you feel that many are rising up against you, in life, in memory, in guilt, in shame. Some of these enemies are not people at all, but old voices, old labels, old fears. They say that you are beyond help, beyond change. They say that I have given up on you. Listen to me, those voices do not come from my heart. I am the one who speaks hope where others speak condemnation. I am the one who restores where others only remember mistakes. I am the one who lifts where others push you down. When you come to me at night, bring me not only your beautiful prayers, but also your messy ones. Speak to me about the anger you do not dare show others. Tell me about the jealousy that bites at your heart. Tell me about the sense of injustice that you carry from long ago. I can hold all of it without turning away from you. On your bed, search your heart in my presence. Let the noise of the day fall away. Let the masks that you wear for others drop at my feet. You do not have to perform for me. I already know every thought, every desire, every fear. Yet I love you still. In that stillness, I do something gentle and deep. I touch the roots of your fear, the roots of your bitterness, the roots of your shame. I do not rush. I do not force. I invite. I ask you to trust me enough to release one burden at a time into my hands. Many in this world run after false answers, chasing illusions of success, pleasure, or power. They ask who will bring us prosperity, who will give us safety, who will give us meaning. They chase many lights, yet my face is the only light that can truly satisfy the heart. When my light shines on you, it does not simply expose your flaws, it warms you, softens you, and fills you with a quiet joy that does not depend on what you own or what you have lost. You may look at others whose lives appear full, whose barns are overflowing, whose wine seems abundant, and you may feel small. But I tell you this, there is a joy deeper than abundance, a peace deeper than outward success. It is the peace that comes when you lay down at night and say, I am safe because you are with me, not because everything around me is perfect. I alone make you dwell in safety, even when circumstances are uncertain. Safety in me is not the promise that nothing difficult will ever touch you. It is the promise that nothing will touch you outside of my love and my plan. In the quiet of morning, when the world begins to move again, I listen for your voice. When you choose to bring your requests to me before you enter the noise of the day, you are not performing a religious duty for me. You are opening your heart so that I may guide your steps. I am not pleased with wickedness. Those who cling stubbornly to evil, who delight in lies and cruelty, cannot live in harmony with my presence. But you, my child, are invited to come close, not because you are perfect, but because my love has opened a path for you. When you bow your heart in reverence, you are not coming to a distant judge who waits to condemn you. You are coming to the one who knows how fragile you are, who knows how many battles you have fought in secret, who understands the weight you carry. I lead you in righteousness because there are enemies in this world, enemies that would celebrate your fall, enemies that would love to see you confused and lost. I make my way straight before you so that you do not have to live in a fog of constant uncertainty. There will always be voices that twist words, hearts filled with malice, tongues that dig pits with lies. Their mouths can speak like open graves, pulling others down into death with their poison. Yet you, my child, are called to a different spirit. Instead of living in suspicion and revenge, you are invited to take refuge in me. Those who take refuge in me can sing for joy even in hardship, because they know that they are covered by something stronger than the winds of this world. My favor around you is like a shield, not always visible, but absolutely real. There are attacks that never reached you, temptations that never touched you, dangers that never found you, simply because my shield stood between you and harm. When you feel weak and faint, when your body and soul seem to lack strength, when your heart sighs and your thoughts spiral, I am not far away. You may ask how long the pain will last, how long the confusion will stay, but even before the answer comes, my love is already holding you. I know that it is hard for you when there seems to be no quick solution, when grief and anxiety exhaust you. Yet even in that exhaustion, you're turning to me as a precious offering. You are not forgotten among the living or among the dead. No grave, no dark valley, no deep pit can silence my knowledge of you. When you feel worn out from groaning, when your tears seem endless, when your eyes grow dim from sorrow, I am counting each moment, storing every tear in my memory. There will be a time when your enemies, whether human or spiritual, whether visible or invisible, will no longer have the power to torment you, and they will be covered with the shame they tried to place on you. My child, take refuge in me. When fear rises, breathe and whisper my name. When shame speaks, bring my truth against its voice. When your heart is racing and your thoughts are confused, imagine your soul as a frightened bird, and place that bird gently into my hands. I watch over you. I know the path of the righteous, every step, every stumble, every rising again. The way of those who reject me leads eventually to destruction, even if the road looks bright at first. But the way of the one who walks with me, even through pain, even through critics, leads to life. Rest tonight in this. You are not abandoned in the chaos of the world. You are not a small unseen soul lost in a crowd of billions. I, the Lord who made heaven and earth, see you, call you, protect you, and invite you to live like that tree beside the river, deeply rooted in me, quietly fruitful in the right season, peaceful even when the wind blows. Let this be the posture of your heart, my child. Trust in me. Delight in me. Speak with me. Open your inner world to me. And as you do, you will discover that while everything around you may rise and fall, within you there is a growing stillness, a holy confidence, because you know that you are held, watched, and loved by me. My child, come near to me again, for in this part 1 speak to the places inside you that have been trembling for far too long. You have carried many cries that no one has heard, many thoughts that felt too heavy to speak aloud, and many battles that seemed to rise like shadows around your mind. I tell you now, I have heard every cry that rose from your heart, even the cries that had no sound, even the cries that were only a breath pressed through shaking lips. Each morning when you lift your soul toward me, even when your strength feels small, I receive your voice as a precious offering. You may think your words are weak or scattered, yet to me they are the breath of a child returning home after the night has pressed hard upon them. There are people who speak falsehoods, people who plan harm, people who wear the mask of kindness but carry sharpness in their intentions. I know the pain that these deceptions have carved into your heart. The world is often loud with the voices of people who love wickedness, who celebrate what is cruel, who twist truth for their own gain. But my child, none of their noise can drown out your voice when you call to me. I am the one who searches every corner of the soul. Nothing is hidden from me. Nothing is too tangled for me. You may feel that the world is unbalanced and unfair, that many walk in arrogance while the gentle suffer, but I tell you this truth, I hear the groaning of the weary, and I rise to defend them. You have wondered why evil seems to flourish at times, why liars gain influence, why the violent rise. But listen closely, their success is brief like smoke held by the wind. They build towers of pride, yet those towers crumble because they stand on foundations of deception. In your moments of exhaustion, when your bones feel heavy and your spirit feels drained, I am not distant. I am near the brokenhearted, and I bind up the wounds that cannot be seen by human eyes. There are days when you feel surrounded by darkness, when despair tries to speak loudly, when sadness hides under your ribs and waits to steal your breath. In those moments, my child, I am your refuge. The darkness you feel is not greater than the love I pour over you, and the night cannot drown out the light that I place inside your soul. I am the one who gathers every tear you shed. Not a single tear has fallen unnoticed. Your sorrow has never been wasted. You may think you cry alone, but every tear is touched by my compassion, and every sigh is heard in my presence. You have asked me many times why pain lasts so long, why relief seems delayed, why your heart still carries bruises from old wounds. My child, pain does not stay because I am absent. Pain stays sometimes because I am reshaping you gently, slowly, with hands that never harm, teaching you to lean on me more deeply than before. The wicked dig pits to trap the innocent, yet they fall into those very pits. They set snares, but those snares return upon their own steps. What they plan for others becomes the seed of their own destruction. This is not revenge. This is the natural end of a life built on darkness. You, however, are not called to plot, to retaliate, or to strike back. You are called to stand in my refuge, to let me be your defender, to let me be your shield. My protection over you is not weak or symbolic. It is real, it is thick like walls built from heavenly stone, and no enemy can destroy what I guard. When your spirit trembles, when your courage falters, breathe and remember this truth: you are not alone in the battle. I fight for you in places you cannot see. I silence voices that you never hear. I turn away attacks that you never feel. There are mornings when you rise and feel nothing but fatigue. There are evenings when your heart feels too tired to pray. In those times, come as you are. You do not need perfect words. You do not need perfect faith. You do not need perfect strength. You only need to turn your face toward me, and I will draw near. Do not envy those who seem to prosper through corruption. Their joy is shallow, their success is trembling like a fragile bridge, their peace is only an illusion. True peace comes from me alone, and it settles in the heart like gentle rain, quiet, steady, nourishing. When lies surround you, when people twist your actions, when you feel misjudged, do not let bitterness rise. Bitterness is a slow poison that eats at your hope. Place that bitterness into my hands. Let me judge, let me decide, let me defend, for my justice is pure and my timing perfect. I know that sometimes you feel too misunderstood. You give your best, yet people overlook you. You speak truth, yet some doubt you. You try to walk in kindness, yet cruelty still finds its way toward you. My child, your worth is not measured by human eyes. Your value does not shift with the opinions of others. You are mine, and I see you fully, completely, lovingly. Let me hold your frustration. Let me hold your sadness. Let me hold your confusion. You were never meant to carry these things alone. Many times you think you must fix everything by your own power. But I tell you gently, release that burden. Let me step into the battles you cannot fight. Let me speak into the misunderstandings you cannot control. Let me heal the wounds you cannot reach. Those who choose violence, deceit, and wickedness walk toward their own end. They may appear strong, but their steps are unstable. They may appear fearless, but their hearts are hollow. Without me, their triumphs collapse at the first touch of truth. But the one who chooses me, the one who shelters under my wings, will sing for joy even in the shadow of trouble. not because trouble disappears, but because my presence becomes greater than the trouble. My covering surrounds you. My love forms a circle around your life, shielding you from more than you will ever know. You might think you survived certain seasons by luck or chance, but it was my hand guarding you when danger approached. There are valleys where you thought you would not make it out. There were nights so heavy that you believed the morning would never come. Yet here you stand, breathing, living, hoping again. That is because my strength upheld you when your own strength failed. When despair tries to sit upon your chest, when your thoughts grow dark and restless, return to me. Whisper my name even when your voice is soft. Whisper my truth even when your doubts are loud. Whisper your need even when you feel unworthy. I am not ashamed of you. I am not disappointed in your weakness. I am not tired of your pain. My child, I am moved by your sincerity, not your perfection. Stand firm in my goodness. Let your heart lean on my promises. Trust that I see the whole picture, not only the scene that hurts you now. Trust that I hold your future, not only your present sorrow. Trust that I am preparing healing, not only observing your wounds. Let this truth settle into you like gentle oil calming your spirit. You are safe with me. You are seen by me. You are valued by me. Walk in the shelter of my love, my child, and as you do, your soul will rise again with quiet strength, steady hope, and deep peace, because you know that you belong fully to me. My child, come and rest in my presence, for in this part 1 will speak to you about my ways, my wisdom, and the gentle path I prepared for your heart. Each day and each night creation speaks about me. The skies whisper my glory, the sun rises in quiet obedience, the stars remain in their courses as I designed them, and without a single word they declare my faithfulness across the heavens. Yet even though creation is filled with my voice, it is my word that restores your soul in the deepest way. It is my truth that brings light to the places inside you that feel confused or weary. It is my guidance that lifts you when your thoughts grow heavy. My law is not a burden to you, my child. It is a shelter, it is a lamp, it is a river of wisdom for your feet. My instructions are pure and gentle, bringing clarity to the one who feels lost, bringing comfort to the one who feels afraid, bringing confidence to the one who doubts their worth. My words are sweeter than honey, richer than treasure, more secure than anything you can hold in your hands. And when you receive them with an open heart, they shape you quietly, they steady you softly, they teach you how to walk with grace in a world that often chooses chaos. I will show you the road you must take, for I do not leave my children wandering without direction. I do not hide my will from those who seek me with sincerity. I do not turn away from the one who humbles themselves and asks me to lead them. You have asked me many times which path is yours, and I tell you now, I will guide you. I will place a gentle light in front of your steps. I will steady your feet so that you do not slip. I will whisper wisdom to your mind so that you can choose the way of peace. When your heart lifts your sins to me, when you confess your failures instead of hiding them, when you stop carrying shame alone, I surround you with mercy. I cover you with grace. I lift burdens from your shoulders that you have carried for years. Blessed is the one who comes to me with honesty. Blessed is the one whose faults are washed away by my love. Blessed is the one who releases their guilt into my hands. For I do not crush the broken. I do not reject the sorrowful. I do not condemn the weary soul that returns to me. I see the battles inside you. I know the pressure you feel when you try to be strong for others. I know the fear that rises when you think your past is too heavy for my forgiveness. But my child, when you confess your heart to me, I remove your guilt like a cloud that dissolves under the morning sun. Do not hide from me. Do not pretend to be whole when you are hurting inside. Do not silence your struggles because you fear my disappointment, for I am the one who understands every weakness you carry. I am the one who heals wounds that no one else can touch. I will instruct you in the way you should go. I will keep my eyes upon you. I will watch your steps with tenderness. I will protect you from paths that would break you, and I will lead you into the places where you can grow in peace. Do not harden your heart, my child, for a hardened heart cannot receive my comfort, cannot hear my whisper, cannot feel my nearness. Do not live like a stubborn animal that only moves when forced. Instead, open your soul to me and let me shape you gently. The one who trusts me will discover that my guidance is not harsh. It is soft like morning light. It is steady like a quiet stream. It is faithful like the turning of the seasons. It is patient like a gardener who tends every branch with care. When you feel unsure, when you do not know what to decide, when your thoughts are tangled, come to me and I will untangle them with kindness. For I am not the God who confuses you. I am the God who gives clarity. Those who fear me with reverence, those who honor me with humility, those who open their hearts to my ways, will walk in a deep closeness with me, and I will reveal my covenant to them. I will show them my promises. I will let them taste the sweetness of living in my will. I am near to you even when you do not feel me. I am guiding you even when you think you are walking alone. I am holding your hand even when your heart trembles. And I am strengthening your spirit even when you feel weak. Let my words rest inside you like seeds planted in soft soil. Let them grow slowly. Let them take root deeply. Let them produce peace, wisdom, humility, and joy in their season. My child, you do not walk blindly. You do not walk abandoned. You do not walk without direction. You walk with me. You walk in my truth. You walk under my protection. And as long as you stay near my heart, you will never lose your way. My child, come and lean into me. For in this part 1, speak to the fear that rises in you when the world feels overwhelming, and I cover you with the light that no darkness can extinguish. I am your light, and when my light rests upon your soul, confusion fades, fear softens, and the shadows around you begin to lose their power. I am your salvation, steady and unchanging, and when you look to me, you do not need to tremble before the storms that rise without warning. There are moments when enemies gather around your thoughts, when memories attack you like armies marching in the night, when worries circle you as if they have no end. Yet even in those moments you can rest, for when I stand with you, no voice of fear can conquer you. You have felt the tension of many battles, some visible, some invisible, some in the world, and some inside your own chest. You have walked through days when strength felt far away and nights when your heart whispered that you were not enough. My child, listen to me. You are safe under my protection. You are seen under my watchful eye. You are guarded by my love that never weakens. The one thing I desire for you is simple: remain near me. If you could ask for only one gift, let it be this: to dwell in my presence, to behold my beauty, to rest your soul in the quiet shelter that I built for you. When you choose this place, every storm loses its voice, and every fear loses its authority. In moments of trouble, I hide you in my shelter, not to trap you, but to protect you. I set you high upon a rock, a place where the waves cannot reach, a place where the noise of the world grows quiet, a place where you can breathe again. There were days when you felt abandoned, when people you trusted walked away, when the ones you loved did not understand your pain, when you cried quietly because you believed no one cared. My child, even if father and mother forsake you, I will take you in. I will hold you close. I will not let your soul fall into despair. You have asked me to teach you, to guide you, to show you the path that brings peace instead of confusion. I will teach you. I will lead you. I will guard your steps from traps that others cannot see. The world is full of deceit, full of voices that twist truth, full of hearts that choose violence over kindness, yet I am the God who shows you the way of life. There are people who speak against you without cause, who misjudge your motives, who harbor jealousy or bitterness toward you. You may feel wounded by these things, yet allow your heart to rest in this truth. I see every intention hidden inside every human spirit, and I defend the innocent with perfect wisdom and perfect timing. Let your heart remain humble, let your soul remain quiet, let your hope remain steady, for pride leads to destruction, and arrogance blinds the eyes. But the humble find rest in me, and the gentle walk under the covering of my mercy. When you feel surrounded, when fear tries to whisper that you will not make it, when the pressure becomes heavy, speak to me. Tell me your fears, your doubts, your anger, your trembling thoughts. I do not despise your weakness. I do not reject your imperfection. Your honesty is beautiful to me. In the middle of your fear, I will lift your head. I will whisper courage into your spirit. I will tell your heart that you are not alone, not abandoned, not forgotten. You are held, supported, carried. Do not surrender to despair. Do not let discouragement become your master. Do not allow the enemy to convince you that you are powerless, for my strength is made perfect in your weakness, and my presence becomes brightest when your own light feels small. Wait for me, my child. Waiting is not punishment. Waiting is the place where your strength grows, where your eyes learn to see beyond circumstances, where your spirit learns to trust my timing instead of your own. Be strong. Be courageous. Not because you feel strong, but because I am with you. Courage is not the absence of emotion. Courage is choosing to trust me even when your heart trembles. Strength is not never falling. Strength is rising again with my hand lifting you. I see you when you feel tired of misunderstandings, when you feel crushed by the judgments of others, when you feel weary of walking the right path while others mock your sincerity. My child, the path of righteousness is not easy, but it is the path where I walk beside you. Let your praise rise even when your soul feels heavy. Let your gratitude flow even when tears rest beneath your eyes. There is power in praise, not because it changes circumstances instantly, but because it changes the posture of your heart. Praise lifts your eyes above the waves. Praise reminds your soul that I am greater than the trouble you face. The world may shake, people may fail you, circumstances may shift, but my love remains steady. You walk with a God who does not change, who does not forget, who does not abandon, who does not fail. Rest now in this truth, my child. I am your light. I am your stronghold. I am your shelter. I am your peace. And as long as your heart stays near mine, no darkness will overcome you, no fear will destroy you, and no storm will silence the song I placed within your soul. My child, come closer and listen with a calm heart, for in this part 1 speak to you about the weight of injustice you have seen, the cruelty you have endured, and the righteousness that flows from my throne even when the world feels unfair. You have watched people rise into power through selfishness. You have seen deceit rewarded. You have watched cruelty treated as cleverness. And many times you have wondered why the wicked seem to flourish while the gentle suffer in silence. My child, I see every act done in light and in darkness, and nothing escapes my sight. There are hearts in this world that choose violence over kindness, that choose manipulation over honesty, that choose greed over compassion. They walk confidently for a season, and their footsteps may echo loudly across the earth, but their way is unstable, and their end comes quickly like a shadow chased away by morning light. Do not let your soul burn with anger because of them. Do not let jealousy rise within you when you see them prosper. Their success is a thin mist that disappears when my breath passes over it. Their joy is shallow, their peace is temporary, and their strength is an illusion. My love for you, however, is deep like oceans that cannot be drained. My faithfulness reaches higher than the mountains. My righteousness stands taller than any kingdom, and my mercy pours like a river that never runs dry. You drink from my fountain, and in my presence your soul finds a delight that the wicked will never taste. You rest under my wings, and I shelter you from storms that others fall beneath. You walk in my light, and your steps carry peace even in a violent world. I tell you this truth. The wicked will not stand forever, their power will fade, their weapons will break, their schemes will unravel. They build traps for others, but those traps return upon their own heads. They set nets in secret, yet their own feet become tangled in them. That is the path of darkness, each step a seed of their own downfall. Do not let your heart be consumed by revenge, for revenge is a fire that burns the one who carries it. Give your anger to me. Place every injustice into my hands. Let me be the judge, for I judge with truth, compassion, and perfect timing. Trust me. Let me deal with those who wronged you. You are not meant to carry the burden of punishing others. You are called to walk in peace, to keep your spirit soft, to remain gentle, even in a world that mistakes gentleness for weakness. The humble will inherit what the proud believe belongs to them. The patient will receive what the impatient tried to grasp by force. The ones who trust me will see blessings unfold in ways they never imagined. Do not fear when the wicked seem strong, for their strength is built on sand. Do not be shaken when their voices grow loud, for loudness is not authority. Do not tremble when they point their weapons at you, for I am the shield around your life, and no weapon formed against you can prosper under my covering. You may look at the world and feel that evil is increasing, that corruption spreads like weeds, that righteousness is forgotten. But look again, my child. Look deeper. See the quiet work of my hand. I raise up the meek. I strengthen the faithful. I protect the innocent. I honor the ones who choose kindness when cruelty is easier. The wicked borrow what they never return, but the righteous give freely with joy. The wicked live in fear of losing what they stole, but the righteous rest in the confidence that I provide. The wicked may shine for a moment, but their flame burns quickly. The righteous may seem hidden, but their roots run deep, and I establish their steps. Your journey is not measured by the noise around you, but by the peace within you. When you delight yourself in me, I shape your desires so that they align with my heart, and I fulfill them in ways that bring you joy instead of harm. Keep your path straight. Do what is good, even when others do not understand. Stay faithful, even when your faithfulness is overlooked. Remain kind, even when kindness is not returned. These actions do not go unnoticed in my kingdom. I see every quiet act of love, every sacrifice, every moment you choose peace over anger. You may feel that life is unfair, that righteousness is ignored, that truth is drowned out by louder voices. But remember this, my child, justice flows from me, not from the world. I will not allow wickedness to triumph forever. I will not allow your suffering to be wasted. I will not allow your wounds to remain open. There is a day when the arrogant will fall. There is a day when the violent will be silenced. There is a day when the righteous will shine like the sun. And even now, before that day comes, I am working quietly, faithfully, invisibly, turning every injustice into a testimony, turning every wound into wisdom, turning every sorrow into strength. The wicked may watch you and wonder why you do not panic, why you do not repay harm with harm, why you do not fight fire with fire. But they do not understand the secret your heart knows, the secret that gives you calm in chaos, the secret that anchors your soul. The secret is me. I am your defender. I am your judge. I am your peace. I am your justice. I am your future. Stay close to me. Keep your spirit gentle. Let kindness be your weapon. Let patience be your strength. Let love be your answer. And you will see, in time, that those who trust in me will not be put to shame, those who wait on me will not be disappointed, and those who walk with me will inherit a peace that no wicked heart can steal. My child, come and sit with me in the quiet place of your soul, for in this final part 1 speak to the hidden corners of your heart, the wounded places you try to cover, the memories you carry in silence, and the burdens you were never meant to hold alone. I know the places inside you where sorrow has lived for too long. I know the heaviness that presses on your chest when no one is near. I know the shame that whispers lies in the back of your mind, telling you that you are unworthy, unlovable, or broken beyond repair. My child, none of these whispers come from me. When you bring your sin, your failures, your regrets, and your shame into my presence, I do not turn away. I do not recoil. I do not condemn. I draw nearer. I listen. I receive you. I hold your heart with gentleness. I invite you to tell me the truth about your wounds, not because I do not know them, but because healing begins when you stop hiding. When you confess your struggles, when you admit your weaknesses, when you lay down the mask you show the world, I take what weighs you down and I exchange it for mercy. A broken spirit is not worthless to me, my child. It is the offering I cherish most deeply. A contrite heart is not a failure. It is a doorway through which my healing enters. I do not reject those who come to me crushed by sorrow. I do not despise those who return to me trembling and ashamed. I welcome them with open arms, for my compassion is greater than their sin. You have walked through seasons where you felt abandoned, where your friends kept their distance, where misunderstanding crushed you, where loneliness wrapped itself around your mind. In those seasons you believed something was wrong with you. But my child, in those very seasons, I was shaping you, softening you, teaching you how to find refuge in me alone. There were moments when your body ached, when your spirit felt weak, when your thoughts ran in circles and you did not know how to break free. I saw you. I heard you. I understood you. And I did not leave you for a single moment. You thought you were losing everything, but you were being rebuilt. You thought the darkness would swallow you, but you were learning to see my light. You thought your strength was gone, but you were learning to depend on mine. Release your burdens into my hands. Every fear, every guilt, every wound, every memory that still hurts, every worry that wakes you at night, give them to me one by one. You do not have to solve everything. You do not have to fix yourself. You do not have to carry the weight of the world in your small, exhausted hands. Let me carry it. Let me hold your struggles. Let me untangle your confusion. Let me be the one who fights your battles, heals your wounds, restores your soul, and lifts your spirit from the dust. When your heart feels like a bruised reed, I will not break it. When your faith feels like a faint, flickering flame, I will not let it die. When your strength is gone, I will be your strength. When your hope feels lost, I will breathe hope back into you. I am the one who lifts you from the mud and sets your feet upon a firm rock. I am the one who steadies your steps when your knees tremble. I am the one who places a new song in your mouth, a song of gratitude, a song of redemption, a song of hope that rises even from the ashes of sorrow. Your past does not define you. Your failures do not mark you. Your wounds do not limit you. Your mistakes do not cancel my calling on your life. I write your story with grace, not with shame. I build your future with compassion, not with judgment. I shape your identity with love, not with fear. There are voices that tell you that you have gone too far, that you have done too much wrong, that you have disappointed me beyond repair. But my child, those voices do not come from heaven. They are echoes of old pain, old lies, old fears. Listen instead to my voice. I call you beloved. I call you chosen. I call you forgiven. I call you restored. I call you mine. You may feel fragile, but fragility in my hands becomes strength. You may feel lost, but in my presence lost things are found. You may feel weak, but weakness is the place where my power shines brightest. Let go of the idea that you must be perfect before coming to me. Come as you are. Come with trembling hands. Come with a wounded heart. Come with broken pieces. I will hold them all gently. I will not turn away. Walk with me and I will teach you how to breathe again. Rest in me and I will teach you how to hope again. Trust in me and I will teach you how to live again. Your healing will not come from pretending to be strong. It will come from letting me be your strength. Your freedom will not come from suppressing your pain. It will come from letting me touch the deepest wounds. Your peace will not come from controlling everything around you. It will come from surrendering everything into my hands. Let my love be the foundation under your feet. Let my mercy be the river that washes your spirit clean. Let my presence be the shelter where you hide in times of trouble. You are not alone. You have never been alone. And you will never be alone. I am with you, my child, in the tears you cry, in the nights you fear, in the days you feel unseen, in the battles you cannot speak of. I will walk with you through every valley, carry you through every storm, guide you through every confusion, and comfort you through every sorrow. And when you rise again, when your heart breathes freely, when your soul is steady, when your spirit shines with the light I place within you, you will know that it was my love that restored you, my mercy that healed you, and my presence that carried you all along. Rest now in me, my child, for your future is held safely in my hands, and my love will never let you go. My child, sit with me a little longer. Let your breathing slow. Let your heart loosen its grip on every fear it is still holding inside. There are days when your soul feels dry, when you long for me the way a deer longs for streams of cool water in the heat of the day. You look around and it seems as if others walk with ease while you carry a silent ache. You feel distant from comfort, distant from peace, distant even from yourself. In those moments, remember this: your thirst for me is not a sign that I have left you. It is a sign that your heart is alive, that deep inside you there is a longing for the living God that no distraction can truly satisfy, no noise can truly erase. You have said in your heart that your tears have become your food. You have felt the weight of loneliness even in the middle of crowds. You have listened to the inner voice that asks where your God is when life is hard. But I tell you now, I have been beside you through every tear, through every silent night, through every heavy day. When your soul falls into sadness again and again, when your inner world feels shaken and restless, do not condemn yourself. Instead, turn that sadness toward me. Tell me how it feels. Let your grief become a prayer. Let your questions become a reaching of your hands toward mine. I am still your rock. I am still your help. I am still the one who lifts your face when your eyes are fixed on the ground. I am still the God of your life, even on the days when your feelings cannot feel me clearly. You remember the stories of old, the moments when I moved in power, when I parted seas, when I gave victory to the weak, when I rescued those who trusted in me. And sometimes you look at your own life and wonder if those days are gone forever, if glory has faded, if favor has left. My child, my power has not weakened, my love has not changed, my faithfulness has not grown old. I still move in your story, sometimes with signs you can see, and many times with quiet shifts you only understand much later. I am still the one who carries you when the battle is too strong for you. There are seasons when it feels like you are surrounded by defeat, when rejection and shame cling to you like a garment, when others misunderstand you and judge you, when you feel pushed aside and looked down upon. You begin to believe that you are forgotten. Yet even there, in the dust of humiliation, I am with you. I see the pain that you cannot put into words. I see the way you lower your eyes to avoid the gaze of others. I hear the thoughts you do not dare to admit, and I hold all of it inside my compassion. You do not belong to shame. You belong to me. You are not defined by the scorn of people. You are defined by the love that chose you before the foundation of the world. You are not measured by human applause. You are measured by my gaze of delight over you. I am a king unlike any king of this earth. My throne is forever. My rule is justice and mercy woven together. I hate wickedness. I love righteousness. And I pour out the oil of joy over the ones who stand with me even when the world mocks them. You may feel small, but I clothe you with honor in my presence. You may feel plain, but I see you robed with beauty when your heart turns toward me. You may feel like nothing special, but I call you my beloved. I place a crown of purpose on your head, even when you do not see it. I am your refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. So when the earth beneath your feet seems to shake, when the mountains of your certainty seem to crumble, when the waters of worry roar and foam around your thoughts, you do not need to be consumed by fear, because I am in the middle of your story like a steady river of peace. There is a stream that flows from my heart into yours, a quiet current of grace that gladdens the city of your soul, even when nations rage and kingdoms fall. Even when news is dark and the future seems uncertain, my voice can melt the fear that grips the earth, and my presence can steady the heart that trusts in me. Be still inside, my child. Learn the holy silence that rests in my arms. Not a silence of despair, but a silence of trust. A silence that says my God is here. My God is at work. My God will be exalted in this situation and in my life. Clap your hands in your spirit, even if your body feels tired. Rejoice quietly in your heart, for I am still the king over all the earth. Human power rises and falls. Thrones are taken and lost. Plans are made and broken. But I remain on my holy throne, ruling with wisdom that never fails. I watch over my people, over every soul that runs to me. I guard them in cities and in wilderness, in crowds and in solitude, in joy and in pain, and I lead them generation after generation, until the last breath on earth is taken and the first breath of eternity begins. Do not envy the wealthy who live without understanding, who cling to their riches as if they will live forever. They build houses and attach their names to them. They gather gold and think it can buy them security, yet they cannot ransom their own soul from death. Their glory stays behind when they depart. Their titles fade. Their trophies rust. Their influence slips away. Yet the one who trusts in me is carried beyond the grave, for I redeem their life from the realm of death. I take them to myself and they awaken in the light of my presence. So do not fear when others grow rich, when they dress in splendor and display their comfort. They take nothing with them when they leave. Their splendor does not follow them into eternity, but your faith, your love, your obedience, your quiet trust in me, these are treasures that will never be lost. I do not desire empty rituals from you. I do not need offerings that come from habit but lack the heart. Everything in creation already belongs to me. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. I know every bird in the mountains, every creature in the fields. Nothing is missing from my hand. What I desire from you is gratitude, a heart that remembers my goodness, lips that honor my name, a life that calls on me in trouble and then glorifies me when I deliver. I do not want words of faith from lips that refuse my instruction. I do not delight in those who recite holy things while their hearts run after evil. I am not blind to hypocrisy. I see when someone joins in theft, when they delight in adultery, when they use their tongue to wound and destroy, when they sit in judgment over their own brothers and sisters. Do not be afraid of my correction, my child, for those whom I love I discipline, not to destroy them, but to bring them back from the edge of harm. My rebuke is a mercy that calls you away from the path that would break you. When you fail, when you fall, when you sin, come quickly to me. Do not hide in shame. Do not run from my presence. Do not bury your guilt under excuses. Bring it to me openly, and I will wash you deeper than any river. I will cleanse your heart and renew a steadfast spirit within you. Pray this with your life. Create in me a clean heart. Restore to me the joy of your salvation. Hold me with a willing spirit so that I can stand again. When you pray like this, you open the door for me to do a beautiful work inside you, a work that no human effort can produce. I delight in a heart that is honest before me, not in offerings given only to impress others. I delight in tears that fall in my presence, not in proud words that hide the truth. I delight in a spirit that bows low in humility, not in a life that looks religious on the outside but refuses transformation on the inside. There will always be people who say in their hearts that there is no God. They build their lives as if I do not see, as if I do not care, as if I do not judge. Their actions become corrupt. Their ways turn violent. They devour others as if they were only bread. They never call on my name, yet they cannot escape my gaze. In contrast, you are invited to live with me, to walk in my awareness, to dwell under my gaze of love, to carry me in your thoughts and decisions, to seek me in every season, and as you do, I surround you with my presence like a shield. When arrogant people attack you, when ruthless hearts try to crush you, when voices rise up to wound you because they have no regard for me, I stand as your helper. I sustain you in ways you do not always understand. I turn their evil back on their own heads, and I lift your life out of traps laid in secret. You have felt the sting of betrayal from those you trusted. You have known the pain of a friend whose words became swords. You have tasted the grief of relationships that broke under pressure, and at times this pain has hurt more than the attacks of open enemies. Bring that betrayal to me, my child. Let me hold the disappointment. Let me touch the raw places. Let me whisper truth where lies wounded you. Cast your cares on me. Let me sustain you, for I will not allow the righteous to be shaken forever. When fear rises like a storm, when you feel hunted by anxiety, when your thoughts race through every worst possibility, speak my truth into your heart. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you, and as you do, you will feel the grip of fear loosen, because you are no longer staring at the threat, you are looking at me. I see your misery. I count your steps. I notice every restless night when you turn on your bed. I record your tears as if each one were a precious drop kept safe in a bottle of remembrance. Nothing you suffer is forgotten by me. Nothing is wasted in my hands. In every trouble, in every valley, in every dark moment, I am still the same Lord who began this journey with you. I am still your light, still your refuge, still your healer, still your defender, still your father, still your savior, still your closest friend. So rest now, my child. Let this final word sink into your soul. You are not alone in this story. You are not abandoned in this battle. You are not forgotten in this pain. You walk with a God who sees, who knows, who cares, who saves, and who will be faithful to you until your last breath on earth and your first breath in my eternal presence.